is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. If you guys are keeping up with the snowboard world, there was just a big air event in Copper Mountain, Colorado, and something absolutely insane happened in the women's division, and we're gonna dive into that in this video here today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 5K, then 10K, then the moon. But let's get right into talking about why this was such a big deal and what was going on in the first place. So there was recently a big air competition at Copper Mountain in Colorado. This brought all the best snowboarders from all around the world to compete on one jump. You get 3 hits and you take your best 2 scores, and the winner is obviously the winner. However, for women, it's been absolutely insane. The progression is going crazy, and it's crazy watching these girls push themselves, and honestly, the competition is fantastic because everyone's really evenly matched, and it's actually a really, really good time watching these competitions. Anyways, the winner of the competition yesterday at Copper was Kokomo Marase, and I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, but she's absolutely insane. She's 19 years old, she's from Japan, and the Japanese and big air competitions go together like peanut butter and jelly. They are absolutely insane at the big air competitions. Let's take a look at all 3 of her runs from that competition and do a little breakdown of what's going on and what actually happened and what made this so insane for the snowboard community. Let's dive right into it.
Got some monster spawns, got the Oakley spawns. It's always fun watching. It's always interesting to see the Japanese jackets. They like put their sponsors like on their jackets for the whole world to see, which is kind of interesting. But I believe she's a regular footed rider. She could come in here and she pretty much. Okay, we're gonna pause that real quick. She pretty much triple dips a cab 12, which normally would just be a cab triple underflip, but she corks it in a way. Let's wind it back here. She does a triple cork 12. It's not a triple underflip, and it's not a cab 12 flat. It's not double dip. She totally triple dips it, and I've honestly never seen anything like that before. I'm not sure if that's the first time a woman's done a cab 12 in competition. However, it's the first time that I've seen one done that's essentially triple dipped. I mean, that was absolutely insane. And the slow-mo replays are ridiculous. Look at that. I mean, she's been around since she was like 13, 14 years old. And I mean, when you're riding that long on that many big jumps your whole career, I mean, you're going to be really, really good at it. And she is really, really, really good at it. So her score came in on, this is the first run of the day. Her score came in at a 97.25. That's absolutely insane. But as a judge, you give him a 97. There's not a lot of room for improvement, but what she does right here is absolutely insane. So she comes up, hits you with a classic backside triple cork 1440, which for the men's has been an absolute staple of slopestyle and big air for the past, coming up on 10 years now. But she did it as a woman for the first time ever in competition and absolutely stomps it after getting a 97 her first run. I mean, as a judge, that's absolutely insane to look at, and you have to gauge a 1260 that was done perfectly and flawlessly against a triple cork that was done perfectly and flawlessly, and the only margin of error between her first run and her second run is like 3 points technically as a judge, but I mean, absolutely insane. So those are her first 2 runs in a 3-run format. So essentially, no matter what, she's won the competition. And I mean, as a judge, again, how are you going to score something at 100? But she's the first woman to ever put down a backside triple cork 1440. And I mean, that was absolutely insane. So she does end up getting a 99.75, which honestly is probably the closest thing to, I mean, that is perfection, but judges aren't going to just hand out perfection left and right. Shaun White's runs. So she ended up with like 197 overall, or 195 out of 200 for your top 2 scores, which is utterly ridiculous. But I think the craziest thing about this whole competition is what comes next, and that is that she drops in for her 3rd run, essentially winning the competition already. And what she's going to do is she's going to drop a cab 14 right on our foreheads. Boom! Out of nowhere, she just pops a cab 14 like it's absolutely nothing. She had already won the competition. She had already done 2 tricks that have never been done in women's big air before, and then she comes and just drops a 3rd. Kokomo Marase, you're an absolute, or Marase, I'm sorry I butchered it again. You're an absolute legend. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.